So, this chapter is like Romeo and Juliet, but way different from the first time they meet in the the Phantom Lord arc to the end of this chapter. Which this might be the saddest things of the fairy tale chapters. Turns out, as we actually seen, where Invale forced Gray and Juvia to fight each other to the death, which Juvia can't hurt Gray, and Gray can't hurt Juvia because he actually doesn't like battling women. Well, they actually did, however, battle each other, which they actually used magic and sometimes their fists. But I might have to be very honest about this, but it's just like how just like how people were let these two fight, they won't actually fight. I mean, Gray protected Juvia in Tensu Island from Utir, which turns out that during the Dragon King Festival arc, or Grand Magic Games arc, Gray sacrificed himself for Juvia, which they would have their memories like that, but in order to save themselves, Juvia will have to kill herself, which she actually did. However, around the same time, Gray sacrificed himself as well. Turns out that they kill each other by stabbing themselves, almost simultaneously. Invale never saw about that, but to be completely honest, during the fact that he's actually a Winter Soldier, he can be also a heartless one as well. During a backflash back at the castle, we see him talking with Seraph about the pendant, which actually a locket showing the picture of him and Natsu as little kids, which we now know that Natsu was actually his younger brother. However, it might actually think that they did a Romeo and Juliet style. However, as soon as the blizzard actually stops, Gray is still alive with his heart pumping. But however, it turns out that Juvia performed a blood transfusion magic on Gray. Turns out that Juvia sacrificed herself in order to save Gray's life. But Gray actually promised that he will take her feelings seriously if he opens her eyes, which turns out to be the most saddest moments in this chapter. Completely honest, he actually have feelings for her as well, and turns out, all the backflashes of them together, Gray is now heartbroken by Juvia's death, which she says she'll always be with him. As soon as Invale is getting ready to walk out, Gray actually is behind him, and on a scale of 1 to 10, on the fact that Gray is pissed, I would say a 20, because he is beyond pissed of Juvia's death. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the chapter as soon as Fairy Tail reached the 500th chapter. Till then, this is EB Games Guys around here saying sign out. Laters.